What's going on? This is Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid, and this is Base Hang 132. Yeah, I had to check verify. Hope y'all are doing well. This is the first Wednesday after the NAM show. I don't know if that means anything to you, and I don't even know if we're actually going to talk about the NAM show. But yeah, this is the first Base Hang back. I didn't do a Base Hang at the NAM show. I feel like for obvious reasons, but I'm here. I'm back. Let's get back into it, man. 132. So at least 132 weeks I've been doing this. That's pretty cool. Be consistent, somewhat, kind of. But I took time off. Math doesn't matter. Huh? Well, turn the light on. You tall enough to turn it on. Have kids, they say. It'll be fun, they say. I don't respect anything I'm doing in here. Anyway, hope y'all been all right. You know what I'm saying? I like to start all the base hangs off the same way. Where you watching this at? Go ahead and type it in the chat. I think I've seen some people already doing it as we speak. That's cool. Appreciate y'all. And I have two guests that are here to, hang out. One is I guess you call him a regular because he's consistently here. We got OB. What's going on, OB? How you doing?
Oh, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm celebrating. Got
All
my
right.
got my balloons.
Nice. And I have my favorite crotchety old man, Chris Volpini. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, nothing much.
I
I
don't
see
know
you
how
got
I
the
feel
Reverend
that you're the
already out.
favorite.
I'm the favorite old man. We established on your thing that you're
Not.
deceptively young.
You're not old. So, yeah. Um, let's see. You did not go to NAM, much to my chagrin. Um,
Yeah,
we
but
missed.
everybody's liver is better off.
Right? Well, no, I still drank like a fish, though. I still got down.
I mean, I've seen your work. Uh, maybe like a minnow or something.
Oh, wow. All right. All right, fair enough. I guess, whatever. Oh, man. So, what's been up, man? What's new?
Oh, nothing. Just got my string. I did flats on this.
Oh,
But even though I didn't go to NAM, I had a NAM first.
okay. Cool.
I got the Triad 5.
All right. How you liking that so far?
I like it. I was pretty, after this new album comes out, I'm probably going to be doing mostly five string five.
Really?
Yeah, I did a lot of five string on the new album. So I have a Mercalli 5, but just the way this tour, like we're doing the set list for this tour and stuff, and the way it's panning out, I think the Triad is going to work better for what we're doing.
Okay. And this is
So,
with your band Aristotle Jones?
yes, yeah,
Okay.
the
Cool. I've
Appalachian
caught a
Soul
few.
Man, Aristotle Jones.
Yeah, I caught a few performances. Whenever they pop up. So dope. What's your rig? What you running?
Amp, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Trickfish.
Oh. Okay.
I have a big one. It's the bullhead 1K head with a 4x8 cab on top of a 112, and then the small amp is what I use that way more because it's small and it's easy. But it's the bullhead mini five, the mini 500-watt head, and
Mm-hmm.
the two of the mini 12-inch cabinets. So I think they're like 35 pounds each. So it's really easy to. And I guess at
Nice.
NAM they came out with like GR base lightweight style cabs. I don't know much about them yet, but I'm excited to read about them.
The GR base ones?
Well, Trickfish came out with like a
Oh,
super
they came
lightweight.
out with their version of it.
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So I wasn't there, unfortunately, because of, I mean, as you well know, I have some medical history that,
Here, I
uh,
thought you were saying it was because of bully. It was because of you.
Yeah.
yes. I had a little bout with the big C, and with the fires and everything. I was worried about stuff being in the air, and it just didn't seem. I don't know. It just didn't. I have to kind of err on the side of caution with that stuff. So maybe I was being maybe overzealous or whatever, but
Oh
that's
man, better
that's how I
better
felt.
safe than sorry. If you don't know what's
Yeah,
gonna happen, better than not make that 8-hour trip in the air.
yeah. I I just didn't think it was a good move.
Hey man, I don't blame you.
Unfortunately.
You were missed. The whole crew was missed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
it was I really was looking forward to it, and I really wanted to go. And obviously we paid for everything and had everything arranged, and but it just didn't seem like a good call for me. Unfortunately, I was looking forward to hanging out with you,
yeah, man, it was a
despite
good
our
time.
despite our constant abuse to one another. That I've
Or
come to
because
really
of.
I feel like that's the glue that keeps us together.
enjoy. Maybe.
Yeah. Um. Okay. So there were a few additions that were surprising. Um, I have
I
a video
saw.
that's going to be coming out tomorrow morning for the first day that we were there, day
Hmm.
zero. And this particular person right here,
I watched the day zero vid. You were in rare form there, Travis.
he was testing my censorship skills, man. I was like, man,
Imagine if I would have been there.
oh
Making
man,
me get mad.
I
I would
was
have to
about to
scrap.
say, if you'd been there, it might have just been a lot more all censor with a few non.
I can. I'm trying to be better about that, but yeah, I do have a problem with that.
I did very well. I held myself back very well.
Wow,
Uh, yeah, I
wow.
just heard you saying beep a lot. It was. I don't know why you were saying
I
shit,
was
but
I was trying to make sure I stayed on key each time. I don't think I messed up the I think I held the right note.
it was consistent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I need to check see how that video's doing. I just kind of put it up, went back to work.
I started watching it. I think I got about 10 minutes in.
Oh God, what did the comments say?
How
Cool head
amazing
tattoo.
I am.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh snap! Where? Hold up. Oh, the people.
It's your
All
old
right, let's
stomping
let's let's let's
grounds.
go ahead and run through
Back
this
when we
real
lived
quick.
next to by each other and didn't know it.
Holy Macaroni actually called it a new night show. I always forget. I know. I'm like, nah, man. Appreciate you being here. What's going on, Beezy boy? What's happening? Got Hammerhead. How had the bully from Hammerhead Des Moines, Iowa. Okay, okay. Let's see. I saw Floof and Sono on Johnny Dibblenam video. Yeah, yep. Floof family stays around Anaheim area,
Yeah, you
so
guys,
he was
you guys
just
get to hang out
crashing.
with like I love Johnny's channel, and you got to
Yep.
hang out with Phil Conrad. I'm a huge fan of his channel. I was jealous of that.
Johnny's an
He's
interesting character.
he's I like him
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah,
Like
he's cool, man.
just in my limited interaction with him, he's always like I like that guy.
Johnny, Sono, and Floof were like the triumphant trio, and Bully and I were the dynamic duo, or the gruesome twosome, depending on how you wanted to look at it. One or
I
the one or the other.
don't ever say twosome. Don't. Chris is on here. He'll flip that, and I'll never hear the end of
He
it.
can be
So
he can be in our thruple. It's
no,
okay.
no,
uh,
we're not. I'm gonna kick you out of here. Beezy Boy, Long
he's
Island,
just
New
giving me.
York.
He's just giving me. He's just
I
loading more
know.
mags for me next time
This
we
is
meet.
what would have been. This is what would have been fun if Chris had been there.
Yeah.
I could just
Right.
fan the flames
You
of
don't need
passion.
to.
What?
Okay, maybe you could do that. I don't know.
No.
Um,
Floof, what's happening? Floof in the building. Let's see. Sound is a bit low here in South Jersey. I'm not loud. Okay, I don't have a problem turning up. Let's see. OB1. Okay, it's basis 1. OB1.
Mm.
That's nice. All right. Radman, what's going on? My boy. Majin Lee 420. I feel like I know who that is. Shouts out y'all from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I feel like I know who that is. Play some Sade. They get copyrighted. Let's see. What bases y'all using today? Today,
None.
I went and messed around with my kids' Jackson Minion. Went and found that in the back of his closet. So
that's funny. I just got one in today.
Really?
I ordered it at NAMM. I just got it in, opened it, recorded that, and then swapped out the bridge, put new strings.
Dang.
All sorts of fun.
What did you
what color was it?
It's the white with the maple and the black shark fin. It's the only one. It's the only one that the aesthetics are not awful with a cheap back neck.
Is it the little baby Jackson thing?
Yeah, 28.6. Although I just found out that I guess Ibanez makes a 5-string in their micro series. That's a JJ that is 28.6 as well. So I sent a message to a couple people seeing if anyone had anything like discountable.
How do you, where do you get strings for that?
Diodario ETB 92-S. Short scale tape wounds.
Well, the tape wound, I like the tape wound. That's the only string they make that I do like.
Although, I don't know if you weren't there on the last day, Bully. The Labella booth had some weird light green with like dark green crossings all the way across on some tape wound strings.
Those the Bubbies, yeah.
Bubby
Sure.
String.
Whatever they are. They had them, and I asked what they were.
There's all kind of different colors for his string.
I wanted to freaking find some just to try them out, but I don't know.
I tried them. I
didn't
think they were that great.
They'll feel just like those white gold labellas.
He sounds fantastic with them, but to me, they were just kind of, the tension was too low. It was hard to get it to not buzz.
I think he plays really low action as well, because he plays really fast.
Which makes it even. But he's playing MTDs. I'm not playing MTDs, so that's probably got something to do with it. But maybe. I like Labella. SIT is probably my favorite string, but the Labella flats are tough. They're tough to beat.
But I got those green ones, so now I'm waiting for my purple 5-string bongo so I too can have a Joker bass. But with tapes.
I had a 6-string bongo at one point. It was like a limited, it wasn't a BFR, but it was like they would come out with these special editions every year.
I can come up with what BFR stands for, but I'm not going to say it on live.
Ball Family Reserve.
Oh, well, that's not what I was thinking.
But, or maybe it was. No, but it would just be like a different color, and it would have like the year inlaid in the 12th fret. And this one, I forget what year it was, but I was in college, and it was a 6-string, and it was like a pearlescent. It would change color. It would go from it was called like the desert sand or desert something, and it would go like gold to violet to.
I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that. It looked like a car, like a painted car.
Yeah, it's like a pearlescent
chameleon
job on a car.
See, a 6-string's about 8 strings above my pay grade.
I have one 6-string. I like writing on it. I have a modulus. Well,
you should probably play it. I'm sure it runs out of room real quick if you keep writing on it.
Yeah,
you have to write awful small.
Well, it's a big neck, so.
I mean, it's wide. That's for sure.
Yeah. So I just and then I just draw over it when I fill it up. So
nice.
It's just got layers.
The company Rough Guitars had a very interesting drawn-on instrument there, but Unfortunately, I didn't.
What is that?
Rough. It's a company out of Europe. They use carbon fiber and polymer, and they gave Bully a bit, as Johnny might put it, a bit of a fright.
Yeah, it was very
I walked over
stress-inducing.
and I was like, "Hey, can you show my friend how durable this is?" And the guy goes, "You mean this?" And then just throws it, bounces it off the floor, and then jumps on the neck.
Bully has a bit of a precedent there because last time somebody did that, it didn't go so
I did the same thing, the same reaction.
Yeah.
It was the same reaction. I
We
was
watched
like,
the
hey,
company.
The only
We watched
problem
the
was there
company
wasn't a
fall
booth he could hide behind this time.
I
He was-
walked away though. I
Yeah.
did walk away.
Yeah.
apart. That was Nashville, wasn't it? That was
Yeah.
yeah. That
Yeah.
poor guy.
The blunt force guillotine to a Gibson.
Yeah, well, that's about all the Gibsons are good for anyway.
Now,
Yeah, let me pull this foolishness up. Look at this here, man.
don't pull up
can't
that
stand
rough
it.
guitars.
I can't stand it.
Don't
Look
pull
at
up
this.
that drawn one.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah. I wonder who took that photo. That's some great photography skills right there.
Whatever, man. Stress.
But no, they
I was not over.
They stand
I was
on
not
their
over there for this.
reputation.
they typically offer like people to come up and they have like wooden mallets and they're like, "Here, can you break it?" And you just beat the crap out of it and it doesn't matter because it's carbon fiber and polymer.
Was there a base?
They don't make bases yet. However, as I was speaking to the guy, I sent him an email today to follow up. He'd said they're working. He was their head designer. He said that he played guitar like his whole life. And like 3-4 years ago, he picked up bass for the first time. And now he knows they need to make bass. So they're going to make a bass. But they really want to make one that's headless and multi-scale. And of course, that's me. That's all the things that I love in life. So I showed him like the last custom that I had made. So he'd said reach out to him after NAMM. And when they get something going, they might reach out to me. Probably not because their stuff starts at like 3K. But we'll see. Who knows?
You never know, man. Don't sell yourself short. They may like
I
you.
mean, I'm surprised because carbon fiber's gotten so cheap.
That's the market.
Well, it's the polymer too. They use a special type of polymer for the outside that keeps it like, because it's their stuff's all I think basically neck through construction, but they use a special filling, coating, covering, whatever to keep the durability right.
I'll have to look into it. I've never heard of them.
RUF.
I never heard of them either, and it's the stuff of nightmare. He didn't give me no warning. He didn't say nothing. He was just like,
I told Bully, I said I wished I'd known that he was going to do the whole like throw it down and then stand on it, because I would have been like, "Hey, can I show this to my friend?" and then act like I was handing it to him and miss, and then I be the one to drop it while handing it to him.
Do like a prop fall with it. Just
oh no, this is what's messed up. I'm so stupid. I would dive to save it because I'm a good person. You are not.
This is correct. You are correct. I don't know if you mean me or Chris or both, but
yes, yes. You are not.
Collective you. Got it.
Yeah. So that was one traumatic, stress-inducing moment. Another one was
being kicked off of an amp before you can turn it on.
There was a lot of Dingwall knockoffs presenting in the same convention.
I'm not surprised with
Like,
the Chinese booth that was like, Bully walks up, "How much is this thing?" $350.
he said $250.
He said $350. I'd said I was going to go back the next day and offer him $250, and I bet he took it. But then I never made it over there because we kept waiting on everybody else.
I wish I
Mostly-
knew more, because like the combustions are made in China. I wish I knew more about like that factory.
Dude, listen, it's a modder's dream. It was multi-scale. I picked it up. It was rolled edges. It felt nice. It had the Dingwall headstock. You could have just
Slapped a sticker.
It's funny. I probably shouldn't name the company, so I won't. But there was a company that accused a lot of people of stealing their designs, and then they debuted a new base, and it's like it's about as close as you can get to copying Dingwall. And
Well, the guy at this booth
that's
flat out said that this base was designed by Peavy, because Bully had even said something about Dingwall, and he goes, "Oh no, this base was designed by Peavy." And it's like, that's weird because it doesn't say Peavy on it, and it's in a booth that specifically has China wrapped all the way around, and then like a maker's name. It's like it's a weird thing that you're going to claim. They've got their own booth here.
Anyway,
well,
I would get it.
So my thing is, he basically no, we didn't steal it from Dingwall. We stole it from Peavy.
I mean,
So this is about to be a messed up thing, and I probably shouldn't say it. But if I got it, I would change most of the electronics and call it a Chingwall.
I wonder where you got that awesome name.
You said that?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I was drinking then. Whatever.
Yeah, you were.
Yep.
That is an accurate statement.
That is an accurate statement. Anyway,
Especially
so
after the show.
Oh, I was drinking water during the show. I ain't playing that game.
This was your first NAM, so that's a thing that happens at NAM.
Also having no cell service and then being separated from everyone for 2 hours. But that's fun.
Yeah,
let's just say I got my steps that day. I got 25,000 steps that night.
I like how you got your steps. I was the one that walked halfway across Anaheim for freaking free Wi-Fi.
I don't know what to tell you, baby. We was chasing you down.
It was a good time. That's what it was.
No, it was a time.
I had a good time.
Anyway.
Walking down the street going, hope that person's not dangerous. Ah, well.
Watching from Webster.
So did you guys see, what was it like with the fires?
It was fine.
Yeah.
I saw no signs.
Really notice. Whenever I landed, they told me that a fire broke out around the LBC area because I flew into Long Beach, and then Sono came and picked me up and took me to the house. So
it was Hondo got delayed.
Did you smell smoke or anything the whole time? Oh, see, I messed up.
No, man.
Because Hondo was driving in, and I guess he went near like the Long Beach area, and he'd said they
shut down. Yeah,
they detoured it, so he had like a 3 extra hour from the detour in order to get there.
The first time we went to the LA show, I got a Mustang convertible, and I got stopped in Long Beach in traffic, and this stupid Mustang, you couldn't put the top up while the car was in gear. And like, it's not like I was on the interstate and the traffic was moving a little bit. I couldn't like throw it in park, put the top up and put it in drive. So I sun beating down.
Just fried. Just fried. Yeah.
I wear these like, these sun shirts that are like hoodies, but they're very like lightweight. It's like Under Armour material. Yeah. And thankfully I had that on. I could put my hood up, but I still got burnt. But
you know, they do make sides of the road. You know, there are shoulders that you could have just pulled over.
If you think for 1 second that I was getting out of where I was at and it was bumper to bumper, and I was in the middle of like whatever that is, like a 6-lane or whatever. So getting over to the side of the road would have been interesting. And then I got to get back on with that traffic. No.
Was it manual or was it automatic?
The car, do they even rent manuals anymore?
I don't think they do.
I don't know. It's a Mustang, so I figured they might have some people that want to relive the glory days before automatic transmission.
Man, do you know that everybody can't drive a stick in America?
I mean, I would put forth that most of the people in America can't drive, so.
Also true. So you take the people that can't drive.
I don't know, man. Dubai's wild.
A sect of people have stick shifts, and then a sect of that have most of their teeth, and then Kentucky. I don't know. So that was just
that's why it's called a toothbrush instead of a teeth brush, because it was invented in Kentucky.
That's funny. I'm gonna use it. Let's see. So Beast Boy said those try at 5 kill. I seen a clip on a NAM video. They grind.
I like it. I'm playing my first show with it this Saturday in Pulaski, Virginia, and
I'm always the loudest.
I'm excited.
Okay. You say you playing in Virginia?
Yeah, this Pulaski, Virginia this week, and then next week I think we're back in like Blacksburg, Virginia next week. I think we're back in Virginia.
How far away is that from you?
Like 5-6 hours.
Okay.
I'm driving.
Trump
Oh
or
God.
Biden? Well, Trump is the president.
Yeah,
So
and Biden wasn't even the candidate at the end of the election, and
so
frankly, they both sucked. But
do you have a Stingray 6-string?
those don't exist.
I don't.
Neither does anybody else.
Let's see. Live to play another day. Base? No. 14 people are like one light. We bases need to stick together.
I got some message from YouTube earlier. It was like, hey, your channel's hit 100 subscribers. Do you want to look at your analytics? And I click on it. It's like 99% male, 0% anything else. I was like, y'all don't know how math works. I also liked that it said like 50% viewership in the US, 0% everywhere else. I was like, half your people are watching in the US. The other half, we don't know where they are. VPN is set for the moon.
VPNs, baby.
Let's see. Floof said OB was quite the character, indeed.
Oh, that's everywhere, not just at NAMM.
Yep. Can you see my chats? Yes, I can.
Read a couple of them,
yep.
Including the one that said banana.
Yep. Let's see. Keep looking has a dope. Keep looking has a dope baseline.
Is that must be a song?
Maybe.
Keep looking. I'm not familiar.
Let's see. JP,
Actually,
what's going
changed
on?
the strings on this triad while I was waiting to get in here. And I was trying to.
Where were you? Oh, so you already changed them?
Yeah, I put flats on it.
Okay. You went with what?
What's that?
Oh,
What type of
I'd
flats?
suspect SITs.
Yeah.
Nice. Wait, they make 5-string one?
SIT, they do. The only thing that's kind of weird is for whatever reason, this is just my OCD, but the silk on the low B is blue and the rest of them are purple. And it's strange, but it's life.
I was talking to one of the guys at the booth on the last day and told him, I wish you guys did tapes. He's like, yeah, nah. And I was like, but I'd be willing to try the flats at some point.
Yeah, so honestly, the flats, I think because their flats are bright. Then like I compare everything to labella. That was my first love for flat wound strings, but compared to like a labella, they're very bright, and I think they sound closer to the labella tape wounds than the labella flat wounds. It's just like I like both. I like the labella sound, and I like the SIT sound. They're just they're different.
They're different. Now, here's the
typically
thing.
I use labellas in the studio, but I like the SITs live.
When they wear in, I'm sure they're going to be a lot more.
I don't know, because my Mercalli has the SIT flats, and they've been on for like a year, and they're still. And I played a lot of shows on them, and they're still super bright.
That's what the guy from SIT said. He said, yeah, we don't give out the flats for samples because people keep them on for 10 years and kind of hurts when you're trying to sell them. I was like, well, I guess so.
I didn't know SIT even did a booth this year.
Yeah, they did. I think Moini Day performed in it.
She's an artist.
Had to have been Saturday. Cause
you know who she was an artist with first?
Who?
MJC Ironworks.
Really?
No, nice. It was like right as she was blowing up. But yeah, she was with us, and then she went to SIT.
Damn.
Yep.
Let's see.
Kind of like me. I was with MJC and I went to SIT.
Likewise. I love how he has his coffee in his hand riding like a skateboard. What is that? What?
The guy.
The guy from Rough. Yes, his coffee. I saw the cooler it came out of. It was definitely full of coffee.
Let's see. Let's talk about the offset bases. Offset?
There are a bunch of them, like the Explorer. There's all sorts of offset.
Jazz bass. I'm sure there were no shortage of jazz style basses out there.
Dude.
Unless they maybe meant offbeat and they got auto corrected.
Maybe.
Was Offbeat out there?
No.
I like their stuff.
I would have loved to have seen them at a booth.
They're really cool too. Like Bully, did I send you their way, or did you just? I know I was working on them for Low End Lobster. I just don't know if
I don't know.
I know you're with. I forget too. It was so long ago. They built me. I had a couple of them. They were both great. When I started chemo and all that, I kind of thought I wasn't going to be playing as much afterwards, and I sold a lot of stuff, and they both went in that lot. But obviously that didn't happen. But I got an idea. I'm going to contact them. I got an idea for something we can design.
I'm just gonna say this. I got the first 5-string.
You did. I saw when they started doing the 5 strings.
Yeah. So
I asked about headless multi-scale, and they told me no. But
I can tell you why, but offline.
They told me headless probably, multi-scale no.
That's interesting. I'm surprised. I'm gonna shut up. But it's a great company. They make really good stuff. I love the aesthetic of them, and the components they use are very good.
Yeah.
I don't really have any critiques of what they do.
The only critique I have is only because of my size. Like, I get that people are smaller and having short scale bases is cool.
They're big on short and medium, but they do 34s too.
They do, but like, I thought Hamel was gonna be a full size, like a full 34. And it came in, and I was like, this feels weird.
That's how I was with the Fano Thunderbird, the PX4. I was like, why does this feel so little? And then it's a medium scale, but I didn't know that going into it, and I was just like messing with it, and I was like, why does it feels weird? And,
you should have seen Bully playing that Mayonnaise Cali 4. That was
man.
Is that the little like baby?
Yeah, they're like 18 and a half inch.
I was really excited to see that. I've always wanted Mayonnaise is one of those bases I've always wanted to try one. I've never got really. I had a friend in Oklahoma City that played one, and I got to like play it for like a couple seconds, but I never really got to sit down with one. They have a really weird preamp that I'd love to get like in depth with, but
I really liked the look of the one that was the 37-inch scale. They had the big 37-inch scales, and then underneath were 2 Calis, like nose to end, and they weren't as big.
It wasn't like a Dingwall where it's just like the B, like the whole base was a 37.
No, it was a multi-scale, 37 to 34.
Damn.
Yeah, no. Can you imagine the G on that? A 37-inch G? Oh my gosh!
Like freaking piano chord.
But it was cool. But I think Nate Navarro, the days during NAMM, did a review of one. I think he did it for them. I don't remember what it's called. It's like OIR or something like that. But they're like 3K.
Well, Dingwall is a 37, right?
37 to 34 or 35. I think it's 34.
34.
They were there.
They're always there.
I stood there for 40 minutes to talk to Sheldon, and Bully went and looked at other stuff. I was still waiting to talk to him. He got done talking to the person he'd been talking to for 40 minutes and then turned around and talked to somebody else. So
was Adamovich there this year?
No.
Oh, dude. I still think about that Adamovich that we played.
Yeah.
That thing was so nice. It
was sick.
It was so nice.
That guy you had talked to at the end, Bully, with the orange base that had the mirror.
Bocce.
Yeah.
Bocce bases.
He apparently had a couple worth of booths.
He was in the boutique area, and then he had a regular booth. Yeah, BACCI.
I feel like I may have seen like a social media ad or something, but I can't remember.
His biggest
comped pickups, the pink one.
The one I had and fell in love with was orange.
Was it orange? It looked
no. He's talking about the one from Wonker, that pink one.
Oh, that was a woo.
It just had. It was like a J style. It looked like, and it had LeCompte pickups.
Yeah, and it had wood knobs. That was a nice little touch. It was the body itself was bigger than a normal J bass or a soap bar bass.
I would like that. That's what I like about
the body
Lakeland's
was like bigger. So whenever I sat over it, I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, I like that. Lakeland's 5-string jazz bass, I think, is bigger than like Fender's 5-string jazz bass, and we know about me and Lakeland, so we won't go into that. But
at some point, I'm gonna get one. At some point,
I'll get
one. And huh?
He said, "Let him know."
Okay.
We've had this discussion.
Yeah, but I'd be forgetting Christmas.
Well, that's you.
I'll be talking to you. I have a bass being built right now.
Not me too.
And I also need to get a bass that he has. Then I need to.
Well, not the bass I have. We'll get you your own.
Finished. I got an upright built, and I have one being built by probably very underrated. He's like it's like a MTD style thing. He's a little bit smaller. He's out of Cleveland. It's called Hill Guitars.
HIL?
HILL.
Oh, okay.
And he the how I heard about him is I'm my first like bass idol was Stefan Lessard from the Dave Matthews Band, and he started playing them, and that's the only reason I've heard of him. But I bought a used fretless that actually belonged to Doug Johns, if you guys know who that is. He's like a jazz fusion guy. He was kind of big fretless. He plays a Padula. Anyway, it was built for him initially, and now I have it.
You want to check out a company of fun people?
I have a fretted one being built right now. It's about done.
If you want to just have a fun place to build you one, check out AC Guitars out of Scotland. They were the most fun people.
Yeah, they were cool.
Scots, man.
They were cool.
Yeah, that's the one. Mr. Bocce had some interesting thoughts about that bass.
Yeah.
It's an interesting headstock.
Yeah.
This is Bocce, or is this?
This Bocce, yeah.
Okay.
He had like a few extra instruments out at just this extra little booth thing, but then
say it again.
That string spacing looks tight.
No.
Really?
That's like 19. It was crazy. That's
really?
a 6-string bass. I'm just big.
No, I'm not even looking at it like that. I'm looking at how close the strings look together. It must just be an optical illusion.
Yeah, no, it was legit.
And like my 6-string.
The heck was that?
Them trying to get up.
Yeah, when you grow up a little bit, you'll grunt when you get up. So my 6, it's pretty tight, but that this is I believe 18 or 18 and a half maybe, and that looked a lot tighter than.
It played like a dream.
I believe you.
Yeah, man.
That's
for sure. I didn't ask him, but for sure, that's $3K for sure. No doubt.
Higher.
Well, if it's in the boutique section, it's probably like 5 to 7.
Well, this one was right there in the stand. That's by this black bass. But you probably right as well. So
it was right across from the boutique section because he didn't have enough room inside the boutique section, so he had an extra place to store other things. Like he had Andertons did a spot on him about his guitars. He had like a whole 70s theme of guitars that he did, but they were each one off. And then apparently they were talking to someone else. Remember I think it was Strati, the ones that looked almost like a violin on the back side of
awesome.
On the back side of them was a guy who had like a whole bunch of crazy looking stuff, and one was like a V that we had seen that got stolen.
That happens every year.
That crazy painted V thing got stolen.
That happens every year. Every year something gets stolen. It's crazy.
I mean, well, they were joking with me on day 3 because I went up to Court and they have an A5 and it's single cut. It was really pretty. I really liked it. And I asked the guy who was, because it was Court and Digitech in the same box. And the Digitech guy was basically like, I have no idea who's running Court. I haven't seen anybody. Like I've seen some guy, he's come through like 3 times, maybe for 2 hours out of all the days. He's like, I don't know who you can talk to. And I was like, well, we're like 30 minutes from the end of the show, and I'd like to buy that, but I know how cheap I can get it through Thomann, who has it available right now. And it was like $500 cheaper than in the US. So I was like, I'm willing to buy it like today. And the Digitech guy like points me to some people who are from whatever it is, KCI, the company that owns like all of that. And I go over.
Order from them at work.
Do what?
We order from them at work, KCI.
Yeah, and he points me to a couple people, and I go and ask a lady. She just looks at me. She's like, yeah, I'll get you some help. Just go stand over there. And I go stand over there. She brings some guy. And I was like, hey, here's what's going on. He's like, yeah, I don't know anything about if you can buy stuff. Let me go see. And he walks off, and the Digitech guy comes up, and he goes, so are they going to let you buy it? And I was like, I don't know. He goes, well, I guess if anything, you could just grab it and see how it works out. And I was like, I think I'd talk to security. He goes, probably not. I was like, I mean, if anything, the guy from the booth said it was okay.
It's terrible. Every year somebody gets ripped off.
And then the guy comes back and he's like, yeah, are you a dealer or a supplier? I was like, no. Oh, well, we're only allowed to sell to dealers or suppliers, but none of the Court stuff sold. I was like, okay, can I buy all of it and I'll become a dealer and then I'll just sell the rest of it on Reverb? And the guy's like, well, the show's about to close, so we probably don't have enough time. Well, it's like, I mean, they had nice crap there. I'd have been fine being like, hey, how much can I fit on my credit card and then sell the rest on Reverb?
Yeah, that always amazes me how unprepared some of those companies are to make money at that show.
I mean, one of them told me, I think it was the people from Seymour Duncan.
Always prepared. MTD. They were sold out the first day. I was like, God.
So was
dude, they're so nuts, like Leo's is incredible. I've never really played a bass like that, honestly.
One of the people at the booth said that it was something they signed, that they are not supposed to be using it as a retail space. I think it was the people from like Dunlop or something. They were like, yeah, we're not supposed to use, which I mean, I guess I understand if the term, I understand the term retail space, like they don't want someone showing up and just having like rows of shelves to sell stuff at retail price. But if
if they paid for the booth.
Yeah, that was my thought too, because I think it was Sono.
If they sell 2 of those bases, that booth is paid for.
Yeah.
Hell, they sell 1 of those bases, that booth is paid for.
I don't know, man. Those booths are like, Nam's pretty greedy.
So the guy, you guys remember a couple years ago, there was a dude who had like patented and was selling like a suction cup on thumb rest. God. Is that a yes?
Yes. Yes.
So apparently there was a basement.
That's what blew my mind. That was the only thing he was selling.
Apparently there was a basement there. Like it was right across from G&L, that there was a set of escalators that went to a basement, and there were stuff down there. Didn't know until the last day because they didn't have anything
going down there.
I saw people going down. Yeah, that's what I thought too. And the guy who has like the suction cup thumb rests was standing out by. It was basically the next block of booths over from SIT, and he's standing there handing them out to people, saying, hey, here, try this, because he was in the downstairs, and I guess at like 4:00 they started kicking everyone out of the basement, like to get everything ready, and he'd said he'd paid like $10,000 or more for his booth in the basement that nobody knew existed. So I can only imagine what the upstairs, ground floor, what any of that went for.
What the hell Orange paid for that big freaking block party?
Yeah, Orange also being super smart, putting up a freaking wall, and you can't see 3 members of their competition behind them. Couldn't find GK because they're hidden behind Orange's giant wall.
They were literally an eighth of the space of Orange's booth. Orange bought like 6 booths.
Just imagine what Vox, Dark Glass, Korg, what all of that cost. They had to have had at least 12.
But they combined all
I
that
know.
stuff into one. And then they had like a drum company in there, Osaka Drums.
Which they might own.
Drums. They might.
They own everything
Them drums
else.
are sexy. Drums had a paint job, like a car paint
Well,
job.
Aguilar should have been at the Korg booth too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They would have. Hey, let me go ahead and put you on game. They got I think it's a 30th anniversary version of the AG 500 and 700 and the Tone Hammer 500 and 700. The scheme they decided to go with is white and gold.
Oh, I saw that.
So beautiful. I was like, oh, give me 2
I
of
always
those
like the
12s.
Tone Hammer better, though. I always like the Tone Hammer better than the AG.
Really? That's interesting.
I did.
I liked the little tiny stack they had. That was like what, 2 1x10s or something like that. That they.
Yeah, they had they didn't have anything plugged into them, but they had the offering of 110s stacked on each other, and it was probably like maybe 3 feet high or something like that.
That's cute. That's the SL 110. They came out. That's not new. They came out with that.
Yeah, but they got different flavors of it now. So like
that,
they had like
it almost
one,
made me. It almost made me want to buy some just to be like, it's so cute.
It is cute, man. It's
like
adorable.
210 cab should be able to handle like at least 500.
What, the 210?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the power handling on the
110? I think it's 250.
Okay,
so you get a Tone Hammer 350,
500, and 2 of those, and have a nice little mini setup.
Yeah, I mean that's technically 210s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but shoot,
I'm guessing they're 8.0 cabs.
The move I would make would be the 2 SL 112s.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I'm really into the mean green ones. Like I like that color.
I mean, I'm super happy with the Trickfish stuff. That's what I have is their mini 112s. That's what I use 9 times out of 10.
Okay. I got this. I don't need to get other stuff, but we'll see what the
I just can't get with the rumbles. Everybody else seems to like them, so it's a me thing. But I don't like the way I sound on them.
I like this here positive grid 50 watt amp. It's pretty powerful.
I have the PA thing. We use it to do content stuff.
Oh, the live?
Yeah, it's awesome. It doesn't take up much space in the van, which is crucial.
140 watts, I believe, 4 input.
We do a lot of like, because of the theme of the project, we're Appalachian soul band, so we do videos like in rural, like remote areas sometimes, and that it's battery powered, so that's perfect, and it's plenty loud enough for what we're doing.
The Spark 2 runs on the same battery.
What's that?
The Spark 2 runs with the same battery.
The videos where like they're advertising videos where it shows like a heavy metal band playing a gig with it, like that's nonsense. But if you're doing like a little acoustic thing, that it's great for that.
Like coffee shop busking.
Yeah, if you're a busker, that's a really good piece of equipment. I don't do busking, but like if I did, it's very, very nice to have because it has 4 inputs.
Yeah.
As well.
I had thought about getting it instead of the Spark 2, but since it just sits on the top of my desk/piano at head level, I don't need anything louder than the 50 that this is doing. I think it's set to half. I don't go anywhere. So, and if I do, it's a hotel room. So
the only thing I play through at home is my studio monitors, and those are just Yamaha SH8s or whatever.
That was a neat room. The Yamaha room was pretty cool at NAMM.
Oh, dude, Yamaha's great. I love that company.
I loved seeing the live stage where everything you look at has a Yamaha. Like they don't have to go to another company for anything.
Are they still taking the whole top floor or whatever?
They took a big section of it.
My friend works at Ampeg. I was looking forward to hanging out with him, but you probably talked to him at the Ampeg stuff.
Oh,
name's Dom.
Just got my Fender Duck McKagan signature bass today. Okay, which color?
Oh, nice.
Been eyeing it up for a few months now. I finally pulled the trigger. I actually liked it, but the one I wanted was the black one. Like it's black with rosewood fingerboard or rosewood type fingerboard.
Somebody brought in a P Light, which is basically what the Duck McKagan is from the 80s, and it was that fluorescent pink. Remember that it was kind of like a pink, but not really. That they used like kind of like a burgundy mist or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
It was that color, and I was like, man, that's cool.
Did you try Devin basses? Thoughts? Yes, we did go by Devin's booth. He's starting up a concept. He had a prototype this year where it's a hot swappable pickup and it's a hot swappable preamp. Like one whole piece is just like floop. So you buy the bass and then you can separately buy different voicings of. So he had Nordstrom, he had Aguilar, and he had Dark Glass as a take it out, put it in. It is neodymium.
It was like magnets. The size of a battery compartment that just popped right in and out.
Yeah. And then to change the pickups, it's the same type of thing. You just put like a little wedge on the B string, push it down, and then you just pull up through the top. So in theory, you can just run different types of pickups. Like I'll throw Aguilar in the back and then a Nordstrom in the front type of stupid stuff.
I mean, it's interesting for sure. I don't know.
It was cool while it was happening. I got the, I think you recorded it, right, OB? Yes. So that
you missed. I think the one I'm about to say. I think it was that crazy like pink and multicolored one.
Possibly.
He does. I will say for Devin basses, he has some of the most beautiful finishes. That wild pink blue thing that he does. Yeah,
we saw that as we were walking by.
Every time I see that, I'm just like, man, I like that.
As we walked by, I like smacked Bully on his arm. I was like, Bully, look. The top inlay is a circle. I just like the inlay. The top one was a circle.
Conversations with people at NAMM. I 100% agree, Flute.
Oh, what? In confidence?
Yeah. I've had some questions that really were head shakers, or some conversations that you just like, wow.
There were some big name booths that had some head shakers this year.
I know. That's what the one the specific story I'm thinking about was a very big name, and it was Nashville NAMM. Before I knew any of you fine folks, it was the first one I ever went to with MJC Ironworks, and this very big name told me that their plan was to market their basses to guitar players.
Bassists already have basses. See, they're thinking outside the box. Well, if you can get the people who don't have any basses to buy basses, and then you got a real market.
What they told now, the bass in question was.
Boy, I can come up with bullshit, can't I?
The bass in question was, I believe, $1,200 or $1,300, and
this was when?
What year? Oh man.
Just ballpark.
I don't know. 2018.
You said it before you knew us, so.
Yeah, I mean, it was my first year with MJC Ironworks, so it would have been like 2016, maybe.
Okay. So that was some decent money then.
Yeah.
I mean, $1,200 now for a bass isn't stupid, but it's a lot less than what it was 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
So I was playing it, and this company is not really known for their basses.
It's
So I
Gibson.
played it, and I didn't say it. Yeah, I was playing it, and they came over and talked to me, and they said, you know, what they're talking about getting back into the bass community. What do you think? And I was like, well, this is nice, and I had some other pretty obvious ideas, and they said, oh, we want you to talk to our bass guy, and they took me to another guy, and he said, and I told him what I told the other guy, and he said, yeah, he goes, you know, they're not going to go for that right now. We're really just marketing our basses to guitar players that have home studios and just want to have a bass hanging on a wall. And the only thing I said was like, that guy doesn't spend $1,300 on a bass.
That guy gets a picture of a bass and puts it up on his wall if he's
yeah, he
not
gets
going
the
to touch it.
$80 Ibanez because it's all he needs. Why would he spend a bunch of money on something he's not going to use that much? And that bass ended up selling for like $700 by the end of it because it didn't sell.
Mm-hmm.
But
all right, let's see. Not related to the booth thing. LEH just makes some incredible basses. Okay. So let's go ahead and
they really do. They really do.
Let me go ahead and get it going.
Wasn't that the one where you were grooving with the other guy?
No, that was Jones.
The LEH stuff is
no. I thought LEH was the one at the back across from Orange, where it was you and the other bass player.
At the GK booth?
No, the first day we went on the front side of Orange.
Ooh. Front side of Orange. Oh no, that's Oh dang it! That's the one that had the weird frets, like the true fret.
I
forget the name though.
Mm-hmm.
I love those LEHs because it kind of looks like those Ibanez Tallman basses. I love that body shape, but it's a way better instrument. And like look at that, like so much work went into that. It's crazy.
This is the thing though.
The graphic EQ. It's a nice touch. The graphic EQ.
It's like I was like, what? Now what the hell?
It's like, a gimmick, but it's cool.
Yeah, I was like, wait. So what is it? Is this what I think it is? And he's like, yeah, like bass middle treble, but on a slider. He's like,
yeah, it's just a it's a graphic.
They're really wanting to market these basses to soundboard engineers.
But I mean, that's a cool like visual, or whatever. But like the gimmick aside, like those instruments are incredible.
That's just the wood and the paint.
They're pricey, but they're
yeah.
They might be. I mean,
but they gotta be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
they are that good.
I wish G&L would come out with something new.
I mean, they had a guitar that was very interestingly painted on their bottom rack all the way on the front that Sono kept referencing, but...
Is that the relic thing?
No. We couldn't show it on the stream.
Oh, okay.
All I'll say is Sono did say it was the tits. It was pretty nice.
But it was a guitar.
Yeah.
I'm going to be inheriting a G&L, and I might need them. I might need a neck. Because I'm guessing the bass is going to need a neck, but it's one of the ones from it should, unless it's worn off, it should have Leo Fender's signature in the neck pocket. Because it's one of the first. It may not be the first year, but it's like a late '70s, I believe. L2000.
Okay.
But it was my uncle's, and fortunately passed away. I'm getting the bass. I want to restore it. I'm not going to gig it, but
check your Instagram message, Chris.
Let's see. Yes, Gibson, the company that reintroduced their coolest bass without the most notable feature.
Agreed.
The movable pickup.
I do think those basses sound good. I got to play one, and I'm not, not usually one to compliment them, but it does sound good, but it is weird to call it the grabber, and then it's not even.
Well, you can grab it; it just doesn't move.
Yeah.
OB, you did a thing?
What did I did?
What is this?
What thing did I did?
You did a thing.
Okay.
Oh, that's they're being that uppity about that. They didn't want
That
that
was
on the stream.
that was on the front, like you think the rack's going like away from you. Everything on the sides. That
Oh,
was
you
on
guys
the
went to the
front.
factory.
Do what?
Did you guys go to the? Is this at the factory?
No, that was at their
Oh,
booth.
Oh, this is their booth. Okay.
oh, okay.
I was
But
like,
you guys
you
didn't go to
did
the
Wait,
a
factory.
you
hold on.
did a thing.
He's talking about the picture I sent him. If you're talking about
Oh,
that Ray 2, yes, I
Oh, I'm
found a
sorry.
blank.
Yeah,
I found a blank pick guard, and then I actually made the thumb rest template and then embedded it into the pick guard, and my wife printed that, and and it bolted right up to the Ray 2.
oh, that's really cool.
mm-hmm.
And then that's
Those
an
wood
EM.
knobs.
No, that's an EM. Those knobs are 3D printed as well
Really?
You printed a cover?
for the knobs.
No, for the pickup cover. The pickup.
No, that's an EMG HZ.
Is it? It looks like it color matches the.
Yeah, we printed the knobs to match the pickup. I swapped the pickup.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's an EMG HZMM.
Okay,
And
so
then
here's my problem. The pickup looks very close to the neck wood.
What?
Like the color of it, it looks brown to me.
Oh.
oh no, it's a regular that picture has a weird, like the flash was being weird.
Oh, okay.
It
I was
is
like,
very
that's
close.
really sexy.
They're pretty close in color, but it is like the typical Ray 2, like almost black fingerboard.
Okay. It looks
Now
good.
I just have to find a color match to the body paint so that I can paint the back of the neck so that's not boring. And I thought about taking the headstock shape and doing like a headstock cover, because that's actually translucent filament. So if I were to print the same as the headstock shape and put it on, then you'd still be able to read through it and it would look like the headstock matched.
Now, is it possible to do a 3D print with like a complicated pattern, like a torch or something? Is that a thing?
So you wouldn't be able to do it like a tort because 3D printing's done in flat layers. You would end up having to have some sort of filament that was very, like, you wouldn't be able to engineer it like that.
Yeah.
However, if you got a multicolor translucent filament, it could have almost like a kaleidoscope effect as light goes through it, but it's not going to look like tort. No, you're mostly going to be looking at like
that's what I figured.
geometrics. Now, what we had talked about doing was trying to make it, because you can make stuff like that one was printed flat, but they have things like chromatic filaments that are like, say, rainbow or fades from one color to another. If you printed it standing up, then it would fade from that color, say from the bottom to the top. I shot out a message earlier asking if any of you guys wanted like the head stingrays, because I already have that one ready.
Stingray.
Oh, well, fine.
I'm not. I don't. I like the way a lot of people sound on stingrays, but I don't like the way I sound on them.
I don't like the way I sound on anything. I just like what's cool looking.
I mean, that's fair. And the only reason why you had this template is because you already had the base.
I found the pick guard template, and then I made it work for the Ray 2 with the thumb rest. But I can remove the thumb rest too.
It's like a cool custom thing you can do. Like you could put that thumb. You know, if somebody wanted it closer to the neck, like you could.
Yeah, I can put it on an angle, or I can do like, I don't know what they're for, but I've seen the thumb rests below the strings. I don't really know why.
You know what would be cool is if, I don't know how feasible it is, but if you made the pick guard like a little bit thicker, and then did a ridge. So you just had like a built-in thumb rest that went down to the neck, and you could just go wherever you wanted on it.
I mean, it's very easy to do. I can take the original and say, hey, I mean, I could also just make the pick guard 1 or 2 millimeters thicker and then make an indention on the outside of the pick guard if someone didn't want there to be a thumb rest built in. But yeah, you could add a long rail, you could add a ramp underneath if you wanted to. It's easy.
That's cool.
3D print.
Yeah, just like me fixing the Thunderbirds by making an additional arm so they don't neck dive. That's one of my videos. I fixed it. And it bolts right on using the normal holes that are there for the strap buttons. You're welcome.
That's funny. Man,
it worked.
Let's get through here. Sono, what's going on? JP with the $5 dono. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Good night. He's probably already gone. Let's see. Did y'all try the Sterling Bongo?
Yep.
There's a Sterling Bongo?
Yep. 700 for the 4-string, 780 for the 5-string. Comes in stealth black and fire mist purple. I have a fire mist purple. I couldn't get in on Sterling's pre-order, but I do have Carol at Musician's Friend. They're checking to see if they can secure, I guess, an order, and she's going to get me a purple one, and then that's what I'm going to put them green strings on.
So does it have that
why you said that earlier?
I don't remember. I didn't plug it in anywhere. I just pulled it off the wall. The back of the neck was freaking gorgeous. Like super, like not too roasted, but very roasted.
Ooh, don't make me like you.
Yeah, I had a Bongo 6 and a Bongo 4, and
that is not one.
I like the 6-string better than the 4-string, but that preamp was just too much for me. It was like if you just a little turn of the knob, it would totally change things.
No, these only come in 2 colors. They come in stealth black and fire mist purple.
Sterling, I typed it in. Maybe they don't have it yet.
I mean, it's on their website because the pre-orders are over.
There it is right there, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
There they are.
No.
I hit yes because I want to know when the purple one's in on 5-string. Now, the sad thing, it just has standard dot inlays. It doesn't have the crescent moon.
What is happening? Ooh.
There, what's the... Can you go up to the electronics there? I just want to see. Nope. There you go.
Wait, this
one? Stop.
Up, down, left, right. Left, right.
Up, down.
Yeah, it doesn't say if it's the same as the US.
Here we go. 2-band.
Yeah, I don't think that's the same as the US one. That's in my opinion a good thing. Hopefully it's a little bit easier.
I like that purple. I just wish it came in silver so I could have my Enterprise bass from that stupid video I put up on my channel.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Bass.
Yeah.
The
bass. Frontier. Music's finest frontier.
You're an idiot.
I know. Tell me something I don't know.
All right. Okay.
Fully open mouth kiss the horse one.
Huh?
Nothing. The Austin Powers. He says, "Tell me something I don't know," and he goes, "I open mouth kiss the horse once." Those movies hold up. I don't care.
Man.
I mean, it's not often you can get one person to play the majority of the main characters in a single film and it not be completely awful.
Makes me a Cutlass version. Oh, like the P-Days? Right?
Wait.
Is that what they're talking about?
They're saying that they hope Sterling by Music Man hopes to bring a Cutlass into the Sterling line as opposed to just the Bongo.
The Cutlass?
Yeah.
Is the Cutlass P-Bass?
I can't. There was a PJ
remember.
and then there was a P base. Leah has the P base and it's awesome. I can't remember which one's the Cutlass and then the.
Which one is the Saber?
No, I know the Saber. The Saber is a 2 pickup.
The Cutlass looks to be a P base when I Google it. I
What's
Googled
that?
it. I Googled Cutlass base and it looks like it's a P.
Okay, and then there was a P base that was on the Stingray body, and then there was like a PJ base that was on the Sterling body.
That was funny at the booth because, like, it was a whole back wall of their booth was all their new Sterling stuff, and right next to the new bongo was their Sterling. And then Dibble was like, I'd said they should make one in silver. So it could be a sterling. He said, and I'll pay for it in pounds sterling. So it'll be my sterling paid sterling. So it was a great time.
Yeah, I like Rainbow stuff. I love the Saber's my favorite base they ever made.
I don't know, man. Big L.
I only got to play one of those one time, and I didn't really get it. But that's the same preamp as the bongo. I'm not a fan of that.
I love it. Most of the time I play it past.
You just like it because it's named. You got the same.
I mean, there's also that, but you know. I played it this past Sunday.
I like the classics back when they made the Stingray Classic. I just like for whatever reason I don't think I sound good on a Stingray, but the Saber I was all about the Saber.
Did you guys hear about the LA Fire Raid benefit concert they're doing tomorrow?
Yeah.
6. Yeah, everybody named Mama about to be performing on that thing.
I swear I heard Joni Mitchell's performing. That's insane.
They introduced everybody in alphabetical order, and I was like, "What? Did you just say the Counting Crows?" Surely you didn't say the Counting Crows. Did you say Counting Crows?
So if they did it in alphabetical order, was ABBA first?
I can't tell you. I tuned into whenever they said Billie Eilish. I was like, "What? What? She doesn't care about fires." Oh, here we go. Boom.
Dave Matthews.
Look, boom.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. That is still objectively the best concert I've ever seen.
It keeps going.
I like Perry Lady and Gaga Lil. Those are two of my favorites.
Sting. That's crazy.
When he retires, will he be stung?
Sting was supposed to be at the he was supposed to perform at NAMM. And he did. He pulled out.
Pull out game strong.
Or lazy, whichever.
Steven Stills.
Yeah, man, Charles is on it. Yeah, let's see. Hey, you guys are up late. Well, I mean,
yeah.
We about to wrap this bad boy up, but my puppy had training classes at 7:30, so that my wife signed us up for. So we got to do that. You know what I'm saying? We already paid, so I'm gonna do that. I love my little mama, man. Maybe one of these streams I'll let her be up in here, chew on some stuff. Anyway, let's see. What do you say? By the time I usually get out of church, you guys wrapped up and gone. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you actually can drop in. And now that you dropped in, we're about to wrap up and be gone.
Yeah.
Happy you could be here, Dino Dan. Bye.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah. Special thanks to everybody that dropped in and said something. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Trev, for hopping in and chopping it up with me, because it would have just been me by myself, basically doing a overdub of all the pictures and stuff that we took. Kind of talking about each booth.
I'm sincerely saying I wish we would have got to hang out, and it's just an excuse for us to do that. One of those trips we always talk about or whatever, so we should get on that. But
you guys can take a trip to Southern Illinois.
Talk my nonsense on your channel, on your platform. I really appreciate it.
So the thing that where actually that I actually would like to do is I'd like to meet somewhere central to everybody.
Yes.
So like maybe like Kansas City or something like that.
Oh.
So if Floof has to come in from Colorado, you know, and then Trav,
I don't care about the destination. I'm more interested in hanging out. So
It's all about the journey, not the destination.
Unless
it's final destination.
I like it to not be in Illinois.
At least
final destination
could go to St. Louis. No one comes to Southern Illinois unless they're here to party at Carbondale. I said that's an option.
They got more boarded up houses than they got actual living in houses.
I mean, it's not Detroit.
I'd rather go to Detroit.
Dude, I love Detroit. Every time I go,
I've been to St. Louis.
It's so much fun.
Me too. It's an hour and a half away.
I've only like hung out in St. Louis a couple times, so I can't really say. But every time I've been to Detroit, I've had a blast. It's like Buffalo. Buffalo's a blast too.
Yeah, I think I was there. I went twice, like 2 weeks at a time, working on a project at a school. I was putting
Detroit
in an HVAC system. So
Detroit or Buffalo?
St. Louis. I've been to Detroit for about a week and a half, troubleshooting something they couldn't do, HVAC system. And they hold us up like downtown. So everything that I wanted to do as far as me being a zombie and drunk was walking distance from the hotel. It's the ideal situation.
Me and my wife went. The last time I was in Detroit, we went up for like a weekend trip, and we went to Motown, and I did the Detroit bass player channel.
Really?
Yeah. It was, honest to God, when I was in Afghanistan, it was your channel, Detroit bass players, and Rumbling Man. That's what I watched all the time. Honest to God.
Thank you.
Yeah, honest to God. It was back when it was just like you were super low budget.
I mean, I still am super low budget.
Yeah,
I'm not doing anything that Lee is doing.
It was the early days. It was the early days.
Yeah, it's just my phone and me being stupid.
That's where I learned it from. Gotcha.
Don't you blame that on me. I got me some LED lights now. There's a candy corn going on.
I have a ceiling fan and windows.
You got that original Van Gogh behind you. You
Yeah. This is the original Starry Night printed that he did on a shower curtain. Yeah.
I see the piece of ear on the side. The Van Gogh cutting his own ear off, Joe. All right, let's stop this.
Yeah.
It was only part of his ear, actually. It wasn't the whole ear.
Cool.
Thank you for the history. All right. I've been Alan Brown, a.k.a. Bully the Kid. This is Chris Volpini. This down here is OB Trav. Till next time. Y'all be
Thanks again, guys. It was good talking.
Push the button that looks like this.